strong lane. Like, they have way too much sustain, and I'm a little worried for PGL. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get much out of this lane.
It's going to be incredibly difficult. So, with a ranged hero as your support as well, are we going to see lane dragging? Because usually that's the job of like a Tusk or an Earth Spirit, where they get boots first. If the lane is challenging, they do some manipulation of the creep wave and they drag things around. Is that something Rubik can do as well?
Yeah, most definitely. I don't think they can win the trade in this lane, because Juggernaut, like especially at the early levels, he's going to be using that spin to harass, and his base attack time is much better than PGL's. So you got to be careful, and he doesn't care. Look at the Dubu Chad. He's
look at the shag bark.
He's starting with the Null Talisman.
Oh, beautiful Courier. Is he really Warlock with a Null? What's that about then? Instead of buying regen and mangoes and stuff, Null Tally?
He knows that he can trade against Rubik. Rubik not a strong laner, and if you look at what Rubik has as his starting items, that's Boots of Speed, so what you just said makes even more sense, where Rubik's going to be pulling the second wave, and that means that he can't trade, so Dubu's going to be bullying. Do bully.
Well, I do like it when it makes sense. It's not often that happens, but occasionally.
Yeah, you get it right.
Get it right, you know.
From time to time.
Broken clock, correct twice a day. Good old saying. Fnatic going to come out across the map. Bryle, of course, just orbing and jaunting to get this early Observer Ward down. But look at Matthew, smoked and with the boots, gets the vision that little bit faster and unspotted as well. Alone sitting in the mid lane. I assume they saw that dire obs being placed as well, so they could get this sentry to come out, get the D ward quickly. There it is on Dazzle already. Panda move. Can do that at a moment's notice. And Matthew has one too. No sentries on the dire.
Position 4 starting with sentries. We've seen a couple of times position 4 starting with even 2 sentries. So they try to get the 1 D ward and also block the small camp.
Well, a nice tribute to Armel in the middle lane. Some beautiful sunglasses there, looking real cool. Timar now going to sit up at the top bounty rune. Matthew and Sacred. They will charge forward, push him away. But Jabs has equally invaded that bottom jungle. Right, looks like Tomato and Dubu not really wanting to have a scrap with Thunder at level 1. We'll hand over a couple of the bounty runes there, but we get the 2 for 2. Alone on that Zeus. Yeah, Arc Lightning level 1, Bottle Arcanes, we've seen this story before.
Pretty standard stuff coming out from Zeus, and yeah, gotta be careful. He hits that level 6, you know that there's gonna be some kind of aggression on the side lanes. They do have some sustain, especially on the top lane from Warlock and Juggernaut. And they also have Nature's Prophet, so he might TP back, and we'll see. But definitely gotta be careful. Like, thinking about that 5-minute mark, set the alarm, starting right now. 5 minutes, maybe even less, because he's gonna be getting that level 6.
Yeah. Incredibly threatening global presence. So far doing decently, 4-1 against Puck's 2-0. Alone getting the upper hand in this early laning stage. And here's that lane that we assume is going to be difficult for Thunder, as Sacred loses his courier to Dubu. And Matthew will lane drag just to try and get the levels that they desire. We'll watch it. So is it also because Dubu, you talked about the trading, right? Dubu is also knowing that Rubik's going to be doing this. He's going to come across and get fatal bonds, yeah.
Yeah, and look at the right clicks. Matthew, he doesn't have much. He needed to bring some extra regen, healing salve, and a couple of tangos, but yeah, very difficult. Dubu, heavily focused on harassing, forgets that he's using the courier.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Sacred drops that chat line as well, because Dubu killed the Pango's courier, which I believe had no items on it, whereas Dubu's courier dies with a bunch of regen, which will be removed for a couple of minutes.
Dubu's fine, full HP. There's not going to be too much harassment coming out from Pango and Rubik anyway.
Yeah, nice denying the range creep there. Matthew doing a good job dragging that dire wave to pull the range creep, deny some extra experience away from Tomato. And so far, laning stage, pretty damn good from Thunder. The one big downside, of course, is Pango's last hit count, but with...
As expected. Like
yeah. But Rubik's 5 and 3, right? So, you know, with the 4 plus the 5, you've got 9 and 3, which is equal to the Puck, better than the Prophet. Overall, the lane doing pretty well.
he's slowly catching up. Now he's at 7, so still not gonna have as much as Juggernaut. Pango from the offlane, as we said, not really a strong laner. It's all about surviving and then hitting that level 6, making a move. Brawl,
wow.
Dropping very low.
Oh, yeah, has to pop the water rune. He's got stick and a fairy fire, so it should be okay to withstand some of that burst damage from the Zeus. And then we see, Dubu not needing to use the Shadow Word defensively, uses it offensively against this Pango and the Rubik to just keep even more damage going in towards them. And he'll also block the Bryle. Oh, water. Get the bottle. Yeah, Fairy Fire as well. Alone taking a lot of tower hits there. And he's completely out of mana now.
He's pinging it. And we can see Matthew trying to make something happen. Does have a lift. Only one ability, though.
Oh, does he not have level 2? No. He's got level 2. He's got
Zeus
Faithful, but no mana.
It's not enough.
Yeah, they can't go for it, really, can they? Maybe zone Bryle away from the lane. TP's going to come in. As Dubu's Warlock will give the heal across to the puck.
Give him Tango as well.
No bottle refill, though, because he didn't come from Fountain.
Imagine if you could refill the bottle by TPing.
From anywhere. But what do you mean?
Yeah, from anywhere.
Yeah, just TP there, refill it.
I hope no one from Valve is listening.
Well,
this is pretty stupid.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. They've done.
Not gonna lie.
We were talking about it in the makeup room, right? We're talking about bottle crowing back, 15 years ago. A bunch of the Filipino players doing that, and Ice Frog and Valve have nerfed the heck out of it, slowing couriers down, making sure that if your bottle's empty, couriers are crawling. You can no longer bottle crow. Now it's all down to that Fountain rejuvenation aura, which you need applied to yourself to refill the bottle from a TP from Fountain.
Both supports from Fnatic securing the water rune for Bryle. They understand how important it is for Puck to have a good game. Juggernaut on top of CS 24 and 9. Sacred trying to catch up, has a casual bracer. For now, it's all about the survivability.
And Matthew is stuck around mid lane. He was hoping Alone would return a little bit faster. First blood going to DJ with that rotation into mid. That's left Sacred all alone top. And no real attempt on Jabs' life so far. He's getting tapped out by the poison touch of Panda. But Kunkka, has he got X mark yet? Because I feel like that's going to be, level 4, level 5. Yeah, he's got it level 4, nice. So they do have that ability to X Torrent and maybe get a kill down in this bottom lane now.
Zeus is about to hit level 6. He needs one extra creep wave, and then they're going to try to make a move. DJ needs to be careful. X mark into Torrent, he's dead.
Tomato with his healing ward up top, just perfectly sustained in that lane. Very little they can do to force him and bully him away. Good deep ward there, and down bottom, Jabs will get X-Torrented, cleared out by the Tidebringer. So even before the Zeus ulti is ready, you see the green light came up in the middle of that scrap.
You know he was ready to KS, just in case. Dubu in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, shield crash towards him, goes for the TP, but there's the Zeus ulti. Alone secures the kill from across the map.
Not so fast.
Fnatic's win condition is Tomato, and he's off to a really good start. 36 and 11, having a completely free game here. Not really threatened. He knows that Zeus ulti was just used. Kunkka will not be making any rotations anytime soon, and he can always spin TP out, so he's in a really good spot.
Yeah, what do you do about that? If he's having a free lane with 1 or 2 heroes there, does Thunder start thinking about moving the Pango to play aggressively elsewhere? Panda gonna get comboed down. Oh, Bros Puck's arrived as well. A quick and easy one on the Dazzle.
That's Arcane Rune on Puck, didn't even use the coil, so they will still have it for the mid lane.
Yeah, maybe go on this Zeus, who is out of mana. Alone, he's got raindrops, but yeah, he's gonna have to heavily jump back towards Fountain again. Oh yeah, what's the plan for Sacred? Like, do you bring heroes here to fight into Jug, or do you put your focus onto the Puck and the Prophet instead?
He's going to be farming whatever he can farm in this lane, but I don't think he's going to be making any rotations unless Fnatic is the one making a move underneath the tower.
And he'll react.
Yes.
Radiant's middle tower
That makes sense. Matthew still lurking around mid, trying to get some stacks going for themselves as well around that triangle. There's also one down in the bottom jungle, which Pandamu has also placed an observer ward next to just to keep tabs on it. Bryles move up to top though with a coil there. Will allow Tomato to spin on the Pango there. Fatal bonds from Dubu help out, and a very simple, straightforward kill for Fnatic. Even though no Fnatic team members were involved in that kill. Dubu gonna walk up to the triangle, trying to scout out some stacks. Alone and Matthew zapping back into the Warlock, but the Omni Slash clears through the Matthew Rubik, and Alone still gonna get chased down here by Bryle and Tomato. Oh, I don't know, they can't dive onto tier 2. He's got enough of a gap between him and them.
They need to let him go. Even Nature's Prophet did TP, summoned the treants, and now is going back to bottom lane. Fnatic playing very well in this first 8 minutes of the game, very efficient. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, you have DJ getting some necessary XP on position for Tiny.
Yeah, Kunkka up at the top of the net worth though, phase boots and well on his way to Armlet. Pakar's one of these players that is just so exceptionally good at abusing flash farm mechanics. We talked about the TA earlier on, of course. He's always loved his anti-mage, his battle furies. It's kind of interesting, honestly, with South American Dota, the position 1 player has always been the key aspect. You talk about K1 and Beast Coast,
yes.
the farming god, HFN, the Brazilian player that was always very popular and famous for his farming. But I think Pakar's now has overtaken both of them and really has pipped them to a top spot.
Yeah, I'd say Pakar's is the best position 1 in South America, without a doubt.
He's going to get run out by DJ.
And cursed.
And he's
snapped the coil.
Yeah, thrown back into the puck. Pretty tanky on this Kunkka, and with a boat over the top, maybe he can slip away. But that Wrath of Nature going to zap him down. Pakar's a few more hits here from Bryle's puck should finish him off. The Coco's run is not enough. Pandamu might get jumped on by this Bryle puck as well. Courier flying overhead, but DJ with an avalanche and a toss should finish him off, and a double kill for Bryle. Get the Courier as well on the way out, while Tomato just going to spin TP away from top lane.
I'm going to call this one, Gary. I think Tomato might end this game with 0 deaths. This is how good of a juggernaut game this is.
Yeah, this is fantastic. And like you said in the draft, right, nothing to go through the spin. Nothing really to catch him. There's again, telekinesis is the real primary form of initiation and catch they have. X-Mark is there, sure, but it's that instant jump that Matthew has as he is caught out, graved up. Pandamu trying to save his buddy, but Matthew body blocked by the treants as they do Thunder God's Wrath in towards the Tiny and the puck. Bryle about to die, and the Rolling Thunder catching the TP, cancelling, jabs his maneuver away. Finding the Prophet in a 1-for-1 trade. Pandamu and Pakaz join the fray, while Alone from the back end walks into Tomato, but you see that, right? 4 heroes from Thunder. Okay, we're just going to let the Juggernaut run away.
Yeah, you see Juggernaut, not much they can throw at him. In terms of Rubik, how good of a game he needs to have, like, there are not many good spell systems. Sure, there is, like, Fatal Bonds, but they're lacking initiation, so that's a big one. And he's not going to have Blink Dagger or anything anytime soon, so a little worried about how they're going to be able to start the fight.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Maybe wishing they had, you know, a Tiny or an Earth Spirit, something that can just get in there and start the fight, so the Zeus and the Kunkka can be that second wave of initiation. Pandamu going to build up the triangle. Does Dire Observer Ward see this? There's one nearby, yes, over down there to the bottom right corner. So they will, yeah, they will see a couple of the ancient creeps walking through that path of vision.
That's a very sneaky ward. I've seen teams place it quite often, and this is the one that doesn't get dewarded. Yeah, Smoke, Bryle, and DJ looking for an opening.
They clear some camps here. Ancients might be a little bit difficult. Large camp they could go for, but a kill first would definitely be worth their while. Pandamu tossed up before he can grave, and the jump forward from Bryle, wanting to find Matthew as well. A stolen Waning Rift. He's going to try and help out the Rubik, slip away from this, but look at who's arrived. It's Tomato with his spin. Matthew destroyed under his own tier 1 mid, and now the Golem. In comes Dubu to drop the rock on them. Poor Pango, caught in that coil, does swashbuckle away. Now the Rolling Thunder to escape.
Oh, Zeus, he wants to go in. It's a lot of damage now.
Good damage back. Bryle's already popped his one, but the catch in there from Sacred and Pakaz. Tomato, he might get slapped here, turns into a piggy, picked up the DD rune. Pakaz with the phase boots, the X-Mark could be coming, but it's the Thunder God's Wrath. Lightning from the heavens takes down the Jug. And once again, Lugosi cursed the player. One death on Tomato
That's
now.
on him. He overextended, and DJ is in a lot of trouble. There is no way he's getting out of this one. They turned around the fight with Pangolier managing to get the Rolling Thunder, and Alone was keeping the distance on Zeus. He got like 7, 8 arc lightnings that connected on a couple of heroes. Yeah, look at that, 2.7k damage.
That's pretty ridiculous numbers. You know, it's 12 minutes in, don't forget. Having that amount of damage over a 1 minute period of that team fight. Stuff from the Zeus. And an incredibly important team fight as well from Thunder, because you could start to feel this game slipping away from them, but forcing Fnatic to use a couple of big ultimates and still coming out on top. 6-9, slight net worth lead for Thunder.
It's a lot of AoE damage that we got with Fate Bolt. Rubik has stolen Illusory Orb, zaps from Zeus, and also Cleave from Kunkka.
Yeah, lots of spill damage. Royal, 2-man coil.
Stolen coil.
Lifted and coiled himself, you're right. The Rubik going to turn it back on the puck with the X in the boat. Dodged out by the phase shift. Bryle has another ability to jump away and jaunt to the orb. Safe and sound for now. Will Waning Rift to that high ground. Thunder, do they still have those ancient stacks ready to go take, or is...
They do.
Yeah.
Kunkka will probably be the one taking it using the healing salve that he dug up with Trusty Shovel.
Oh, nice.
Every single time Thunder Awaken, they bring every member of the team to be able to fight. I think they are overdoing it, and they're going to stack it one more time.
Keep building up that bank.
Oh, the Skelly Bros.
Oh, little bastards, aren't they? How dare you block my camp? Still going to get a tremendous amount of farm, though. Closing in on 8,000 net worth, 15 minutes in. And what's he got queued up? Is that
Heart?
What, Armlet into Heart?
I don't think I've ever seen this build, but...
no BKB?
Does he need it? If he gets Heart at 17, 18 minutes...
Okay.
He's going to be unkillable. Like, they just don't have enough. But with an Armlet, I love this build.
Fair enough. He's bought the Reaver, yeah, he's committing for it. That's going to give him a great amount of damage as well, cleaving through with that massive amount of strength.
They're pinging it out. They just saw, they're like, uh-oh, something's happening. Why does this guy have Reaver 14 minutes into the game?
What's going on? Where's his Ogre axe? Wait, he's not buying BKB? Oh, Pakaz. Is he ahead of the curve here? Some 5-head stuff going on with this Kunkka build. Fnatic want to force a fight, though. DJ, smoke pops, reveals his blink, tosses the Zeus across with a coil broken, Alone dead. Big ulti's expended, though, here by Fnatic, as the Omni Slash going to catch out Pakaz, but look at how tanky he is. The Reaver keeps him safe, while the two supports trying to give chase here. Another big avalanche in from DJ. Catching Matthew and Pakaz on the way out. Tomato will clear up another one, and Fnatic 3 kills with no trade for Thunder.
Perfect team fight for Fnatic. They get the one hero they need to kill. They kill Zeus, who deals the most damage in these fights. Then they kill Dazzle without him being able to get the Grave off. And it's already too late. Healing Ward is dropped down. Warlock does have 4 points in Shadow Word. So way too much healing, especially when they delete one hero.
Was that a blind TP? Jams just knew exactly where the Kunkka was. Pakaz, fortunately for him, is going to get away with an Armlet toggle and a move now. X-Mark missing out with a Torrent, but still killing off the puck.
Yeah, Matthew with the Stolen Silence phase shift was available. Maybe it would got him out of the trouble, but the Bryle gonna die. How much gold was that? Spreading gold amongst 4 players, so not that much.
Yeah, not a huge burst amount of gold, but keeping puck off the map for a good 20-30 seconds.
Middle tower is under attack.
Incredibly important for Thunder. As you see the Blink Dagger and Pango available for Sacred, so he can make a jump in here as Matthew gives vision. Moves straight in towards them, but the safety toss, DJ lobs his Dubu Warlock away from danger. Tomato, what's he got delivered out now? He's finished off Maelstrom, but it feels like he's slowed down quite a lot.
He does have a shard. He does have a shard.
Right. That's where his money's gone.
He didn't farm the stacks. Definitely Thunder Awaken did manage to get more stacks going for Pakaz.
Jabs. Jumped on. They've got the chain stance perfectly lined up onto the Prophet, and Zeus helps out with the Thunder God's Wrath. That didn't steal the kill. That belonged to Pakaz, of course. Matthew on this Rubik. One of the better heroes just to sit behind a tower, zap that creep waves, delay the push in from Fnatic in that mid lane.
Does have a Vanning Rift, so Puck needs to be a bit more careful. Another snapped coil. DJ on point.
Yeah, time and time again. Bryle and DJ pairing up beautifully. Thunder with a reaction though, responding to Fnatic's aggression with a trade out there on the Tiny, and Puckaz with the Heart of Taras,
that's
tanking
Fatal
through
Bonds.
the Omni Slash, spin with the Fatal Bonds in onto him, but the Grave comes in. Maybe a turnaround play here on Tomato and Bryle, but now they chill for a sec. Oh, Bryle, he's played aggressively into this. They've got the armor toggle up from Puckaz, trying to slip away with the face boots past the Treants. He's going to toggle, no he's not. Killed off.
That's going to be a full team wipe. What an execution from Fnatic. Unfortunately for Kunkka, he did not have phase boots available to run through the tree, and it seems like they're just going to go inside the Roche pit because they have sustain. Healing Ward, one cooldown for 20 seconds. Shard about to be bought by Dubu, so that's going to be AoE Shadow Word.
You know, I'm starting to think about this Dazzled Kunkka is the heal amplification from Grave.
Yes.
When the armlet toggles down with the heart kicking in, he gets like it's basically Oracle ulti, isn't it? It's like having a false promise on.
I checked that, but if we can see the replay, I don't think he got too much out of that. Like, he did have more healing that you would expect, but it wasn't that high.
It wasn't like a ridiculous amount, but it's definitely
also level
noticeable.
2. It's also level 2 Grave, so it's down at 4%. Once that's maxed out, it's going to be 8%, so it's going to be much more.
That's definitely a cool interaction to look out for. Daz role-playing as Oracle when you've got this armlet heart build on the Kunkka. Fnatic, though, taking that Aegis, now going to try and levy this advantage into more objectives, get the tier 2s going, get themselves maybe a team fight under their Observer Ward. Well, they do have placed very forward in that bottom jungle. Tomato shows on the wave. Maybe a blind torrent. Oh, Sacred's whiffed it. Misses the Rolling Thunder connection. A spin out from Tomato right on time to get back towards the rest of his squad.
This is the problem that we said that Thunder Awaken have. They don't have this instant initiation. Rubik doesn't have his Blink Dagger yet. So a bit difficult. Also, it needs to be frame perfect with every single ability that they use. It's also Juggernaut with the Aegis, so pretty difficult to kill.
Yeah, really challenging. Matthew with a stolen spin and the lift back on the Tiny. Chucks the avalanche towards the Pebble Boy as Pango coiled. Grave comes, but it's not going to save Sacred here. Surely he should fall to Bryle. Puckaz kind of caught out bottom lane as well. He's under tier 2. TP's coming through, but Thunder have to buy back. React to this aggression from Fnatic. They're trying to split back towards their high ground. Dubu and Jabs very forward though with the X-Mark Torrent, dragging him back. The Kunkka will focus into him, but DJ tosses him out, chucks the Prophet back to safety while Bryle went way too deep. Picked off by Thunder in the back lines, and DJ, 200 health remaining, X-Marked up. Dubu TP's home, but they finish off the Tiny.
Good punch back from Thunder Awaken. Buyback from Sacred, and Puckaz way too tanky. Even though they decided to go on him with the Orchid, still not enough. Again, Zeus dealing same amount of damage as Puck this time around. Matthew has been on point. Like, there's 2 abilities that he's aiming to steal in every single fight. That's Vanning Rift, potentially Coil, and Avalanche. Yeah. These are the 2 big ones. But Vanning Rift, most of the time, making Puck's life miserable. He caught him like 2 or 3 times already.
That's beautiful. Okay, when you've got no stuns or disables like you've been mentioning, right? Yes, steal them away from the enemy team. Get these abilities to team fight as the Rolling Thunder and the damage from Zeus Kunkka blows up the Juggernaut.
Speaking of perfect execution, that's how they need to do it.
Wow, that's a ridiculous amount of perfectly placed nuke damage onto Tomato. Running forward now, though, with the smoked up heroes behind him. Looking for Sacred's Pangolier, and yeah, the coil once more going to be found and snapped. DJ with the Avalanche toss, Tiny combo. Orb forward, should finish off this Pangolier once and for all.
Not a good look for me.
Look at what DJ has queued up. DJ, aka Don't Judge. He is going for Echo Saber on pause for Tiny.
Oh, Tomato! So close! Barely gets out with his spin. A Pandamu trapped up on the high ground. Grave TP, no more stuns coming, so he is back to Fountain safely.
good moves from Panda Moo. Using that Force Staff to get on high ground, understanding that they have no stuns available. Coil is not there, Rock already used, and Tiny used his combo.
Man, Tomato was on like 1 health though.
That was close.
Very close to killing that Juggernaut off. Especially with 1 hero down, like they lost the Pango and they still made that aggressive punch towards Fnatic.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
Earthly 22 minutes in, it's 7k
Dyer's
for
bottom tower
Fnatic.
is
Hasn't
under
felt
attack.
like it is that impactful. We do have this
top
Pakar's
tower
Kunka.
has fallen.
It's incredibly powerful. Closing in on the Orchid now.
13,000 net worth on Kunka. Going for that Orchid, it's gonna be one of the tools to deal with the Juggernaut, the instant initiation, because he doesn't have Manta style. It's gonna be S and Y, so silence is not gonna last as long, but also another tool to deal with Puck.
Yeah, having that Orchid Silence super handy. I did just see Nature's Prophet buy a BKB, so he's not going to feel the pain from that Orchid too much, and he's got one himself, of course. It feels like after that top lane fight where Thunder lost the Zeus first, Alone has been much more careful with his positioning.
Radiant's bottom
He
tower
got shouted
is
at
under
by his
attack.
captain, just sit back, relax, spam your spells.
Remember, you're only a stand-in. You do what we tell you.
Yeah, we're the ones in charge here. Jams will get the tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower
TP out, but scouted by Creeps. No jump in from Thunder. Bit of a wasted smoke from them, not able to latch onto anything. Still a couple of seconds remaining on it, so maybe they could move themselves into dire triangle. Just chill. Relax for a little bit. Still another 2.5 minutes for Roshan fast spawn as well. What were they calling it? Sunsfan and Jenkins had a name for...
Oh, you think I listened to their cast? I muted it, just kidding. I don't know, but I don't know.
I think it was Golden Roshan. If Roshan spawns like in 10 seconds, you know, it's a very quick spawn. It's the Golden Roshan! You don't like it, do you?
I'm thinking why it would be golden. I mean, if you like take a fight and then it spawns, then it's golden. But also the circle around Roshan when he spawned, it's golden.
I don't know, what Platinum Roshan? The Diamond Roshan. Just got all these different names for faster spawn times. Smoke out from Fnatic now. All green lights ready for them. Dubu wants... you know, as a Warlock player, you know whenever Chaotic Offering's ready, you are itching for a fight. It's like, come on, I've got Golem, it's a long cooldown. Whenever it's ready, I want to use it. Cycle through my cooldowns as often as possible.
Dire are scanning.
Pakar's. Ooh, hello.
But they see Kunka, they're like, nope, not the target we want to go for.
Not him.
Nope, out immediately.
Maybe the Dazzle or the Zeus. What's the vision like here? There's sentries around, but no real observer wards. Thunder God's Wrath to give vision over. Thunder, the boat onto DJ, but the back's down from Jabs. 3-man coil from Bryle. They've caught the Zeus out, and this Rolling Thunder is going to try and turn it back. With the golden drop, though, Dubu sets up the fight for Fnatic beautifully. Bryle has fallen, though, and the Juggernaut, he's onto the Kunka doing some good damage. Pakar's tanky, but nowhere near tanky enough. Will not survive. There's the toss from DJ. Make sure he dies.
DJ finding the target. They invested way too much on Tiny, and Dubu immediately uses Glimmer Cape plus a Shadow Word on him, hides him underneath the shadows. They did not have any vision on Tiny left. And Fnatic, they were fighting underneath the ward, so that's a big bonus.
Well, it looks like DJ might just find... Never mind.
Radiant's bottom tower
Sacred.
is under attack.
Very
Oh, he
elusive.
finds him!
Wait, does he have vision there? Oh, they do. They have a high ground observer ward that saw him try to TP out. Well, if that was blind, though, man.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I would not
attack.
be surprised, you know.
DJ
At
God.
the end of the day, it's DJ. Already mentioned his item build, Echo Saber. He wants to scale.
Right, why no shard, though?
This is position 4 Tiny Gary. Let's calm down for a second.
He's got Echo Saber. Surely he wants the shard.
Eventually.
Oh, yeah, we can watch it. Yeah, you're right. So much utilized onto this DJ Tiny, and he's still half HP, healing back up. And that allowed Bryle to get the perfect jump.
Bryle did go in, lands a perfect coil, followed up by Dubu's Golem. Pays with his life, Orchid making his life very difficult. I want to see what the item build on is going to be after he finishes Kaya and Sanj. Needs to be something defensive.
Like Eon Disc or something?
I wouldn't mind seeing Eon Disc, yeah. But problem is, you have Eon Disc and you play against Zeus, so a lot of the times it gets procced immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, you just Thunder God's Wrath, right? That's enough. Thunder Awaken on the back foot. 14,000 net worth deficit is there. Oh, single core hero really at this point. Kunkka, yes, at the top with 16k, but you look at the next three and it's 14,000, 14,000. Jabs has overtaken the Juggernaut, and yeah, down at the bottom, that Pangolier is below a position 5 Warlock.
This is why I don't like Pango position 3. He just doesn't scale as position 2 Pango. You talked about the shard. There's going to be a freebie shard from Roshan.
Gimme. Give it to
Bryle
the Tiny.
and DJ. They're the only 2 heroes that don't have it.
Yeah, Bryle doesn't. DJ does.
He's going Crystallis. I was thinking about getting Shadow Blade, but...
On DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting the shard.
He's getting that shard. He's
Yeah.
the carry. Spider legs on him, getting priority. After all, this is a Fnatic team. It's not TSM. He's making the calls.
Tomato, how dare you.
Timato stole. Of course, he's gonna give it to Bryle. He's from TSM.
No! That's illegal! Go on, Bryle. Chalk to the orb. Here's the Tiny. Oh, come on. I beg.
A little disappointed,
Yeah,
I must say.
It's a bit sad, honestly. DJ. Tears of sadness. Yeah, Puck eats the shard. Okay. Fine. We won't get the tree ground upgrade. No, he's got Echo Saber. Crystallis on his position 4, Tiny. Well, some big items coming out. Assault Cuirass Prophet, and now a BKB Kunkka. Does that change much for Thunder?
They still have 2 big abilities that go through Magic Immunity. They also have level 20 on Nature's Prophet, so Sprout Leashes. That's another one.
That's how it's done.
I'm talking about Golem, Omni Slash. I don't think you want to Omni Slash Kunkka straight away. You need to wait for Ram buff to wear off and focus him down with something else.
And that leash going to be good against the Pango. Stop him from jumping around everywhere. Zeus with an E-Blade. Another way to save people up from the Tomato Omni Slash. Will do more damage to heroes like the Warlock, the Puck. Some more vision coming out from Thunder. Just trying to keep tabs on where Fnatic are lurking, but this lead just keeps building and building, holding Aegis, and the ability to play wide across the map gives Fnatic a great way to hold Thunder in their base. There's no outer towers remaining either, so drastic measures required from the South American squad. A 5-man smoke.
Are scanning.
First point of contact.
Oh,
It's going to be Dubu's Warlock, revealing the
cape
smoke.
and moves away instantly.
Very nicely done. Still going to get jumped upon by Sacred. The X-Mark boat coming into the Golem, dropped in onto Pakaz, but DJ straight into the back. Avalanche toss to chuck him back. Jabs will clear through Pandamu, so no Grave, no Dazzle, no Heal, no
Dubu's
nothing.
still alive.
Dubu's still alive. The tanky Warlock is the Omni Slash. Clears through the Pango, and Pakaz on the run. Thunder Awaken, that was their one time to shine, and they get dismantled completely.
Dubu Giga Chad. He
See you later.
breaks the smoke, tanks pretty much everything. They didn't have any dusts available. Pops the Glimmer Cape, has Lotus Orb, so he's super tanky. This is why we said this is why we said Dubu on Warlock, one of the best ones out there. His positioning in the fights has been amazing, and also understanding that even if he's frontlining, he's still not going to be dying. And I also want to see, Gary, how close I was to being right.
Oh, Tomato?
Yeah, Tomato won that. That one time that he overextended, I said he's going to have 0 deaths, but only 1 death. A little disappointed in Tomato to make me look bad, but yeah, I think Thunder Awaken, they need to go back to drawing board, because this draft just